Namaste and once again welcome back to a new mathematics section. Today we shall discuss some problems from miscellaneous exercise on chapter 7 of NCERT class 12 mathematics test. Let's start with question number 6. Integral 5x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 9 dx. In this question we can apply the partial fraction decomposition method. Here we have one linear factor and one quadratic factor on the denominator. This quadratic factor cannot be factorized further. That means it is of the fifth kind. Okay. So we can consider the integrand 5x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 9 is equal to a by that linear factor x plus 1 plus dx plus c divided by the quadratic factor x square plus 9. Take it as equation number 1. Now we can multiply both sides by x plus 1 into x square plus 9. So 5x is equal to a into x square plus 9 plus bx plus c into x plus 1. In order to find the constants a, b and c, we can put x equal to minus 1 first. Put x equal to minus 1. So minus 5 is equal to a into minus 1 square is 1, 1 plus 9 is 10. So a into 10. Then plus here minus 1 plus 1 it becomes 0. So the whole term is 0. Or a is equal to minus 5 by 10 which is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. Now we can equate coefficient of x square. Equating coefficient of x square. Left side it is 0, right side a plus b. So 0 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus b, or b is equal to 1 by 2. Now we can equate constants. Equating constants. Left side it is 0, right side a into 9, that is 9a plus c into 1c, 9a plus c. That is 0 is equal to 9 into a is minus 1 by 2, then plus c. Or we can write c is equal to 9 by 2. We can replace it in equation 1. Equation 1 implies 5x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 9 is equal to a by x plus 1, that is minus 1 by 2 by x plus 1, then plus bx plus c, that is 1 by 2x plus 9 by 2 divided by x square plus 9. Okay, now we can integrate. Integral 5x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 9 dx, which is equal to minus 1 by 2 into integral 1 by x plus 1 dx. Then plus, here we can split the denominator, 1 by 2 we can take it out, 1 by 2 into integral x by x square plus 9 dx. Then plus 9 by 2 into integral 1 by x square plus 9 dx. That is minus 1 by 2 into integral 1 by x plus 1 dx plus 1 by 2 into, here the derivative of denominator is 2x, so we can multiply and divide on 2. Okay, multiplying both numerator and denominator by 2, so 1 by 2 into integral 2x divided by x square plus 9 dx, then plus 9 by 2 into integral 1 by x square plus, this 9 can be rewritten as 3 square, x square plus 3 square dx. Now we can integrate minus 1 by 2 into log mod x plus 1, then plus 1 by 4 into log mod x square plus 9, then plus 9 by 2 into integral 1 by x square plus a square, 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So here 1 by 3 tan inverse x by 3. plus integrating constant c. This time we can cancel 3 and 9 3 times. So the final answer is minus 1 by 2 log mod x plus 1, then plus 1 by 4 log mod x square plus 9 plus 3 by 2 into tan inverse x by 3 plus c. Okay. Next one is integral sin x divided by sin of x minus a dx. Here we can make one substitution. We can put x minus a as t. So dx is equal to dt, and from this step we can write x is equal to a plus t is equal to integral sin a plus t dx is dt, then by sin t. Numerator is of the form sin x plus y, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So here we can write sin a cos t plus cos a sin t divided by sin t dt. We can split the denominator, sin a cos t divided by sin t, then plus cos a sin t divided by sin t dt. So it is equal to integral sin a cos t by sin t, that is cot t, then plus here sin t cancel cos a dt, and which is equal to sin a, we can take it out, sin a into integral cot t dt, here plus cos a into integral dt. Cos a is a constant, so cos a we can take it out from the integral, cos a into integral dt. Sin a integral cot t dt, integral cot x is log mod sin x, so here log mod sin t, then plus cos a into integral dt is t, plus integrating constant. Here first we can write integrating constant as c1. Now we can replace the value of t. So sin a into log mod sin t is x minus a, then plus cos a into x minus a plus c1. That is sin a into log mod sin of x minus a. Here we can multiply cos a into x, that is x cos a, then cos a into minus a cos a plus c1. That is sin a into log mod sin x minus a, then plus x cos a. We can combine these two constants, c1 minus a cos a as c plus c, where c is equal to c1 minus a cos a. This is our final answer. Sin a into log sin x minus a plus x cos a plus c. Okay. Next one, integral e raised to 5 log x minus e raised to 4 log x divided by e raised to 3 log x minus e raised to 2 log x. First we can apply the property of logarithm. Log a raised to b is equal to b log a. That is integral e raised to 5 log x b log a. Okay, so that can be changed into log a raised to b. So e raised to log x raised to 5. This number we can write it on the power. Okay, then minus e raised to log x raised to 4, e raised to log x cube minus e raised to log x square. We know exponential and logarithmic function both are reverse functions, reverse operations, so they get cancelled and we get x raised to 5, then here x raised to 4, x cube and x square. Okay, e raised to log x is equal to x. Here we can take on x raised to 4 common, so x raised to 4 into x minus 1. Here x square common, x square into x minus 1 dx. X minus 1 get cancelled. That is integral x square dx. X raised to 4 and x square we can cancel, we get x square. And integral x square is what? X cube by 3 plus integrating constant c. So the answer is x cube by 3 plus c. Okay. Integral cos x divided by root of 4 minus sin square x dx. Here we can write integral cos x divided by root of 4 can be written as 2 square, then sin square x, sin x the whole square dx. And we can replace sin x by t. So cos x dx is equal to dt. That is integral dt divided by root of 2 square minus t square. So it's of the form integral 1 by root of a square minus x square. Integral 1 by root of a square minus x square, and it is sin inverse x by a. So sin inverse t by 2 plus c. T value we can replace sin inverse sin x by 2 plus c. Okay. Now we move on to question number 10. Integral sin raised to 8x minus cos raised to 8x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. First of all, we can write sin raised to 8x as sin raised to 4x the whole square. Cos raised to 4x the whole square divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. Now the numerator is of the form a square minus b square. So we can write a plus b into a minus b. Sin raised to 4x plus cos raised to 4x into sin raised to 4x minus cos raised to 4x divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x dx. Again we can write sin raised to 4x as sin square x the whole square, and cos raised to 4x cos square x the whole square. Here also sin square x the whole square minus cos square x the whole square divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. So it can be considered as a square plus b square. If sin square x is a and cos square x is b, what we can write? A square plus b square. And we can write a square plus b square as a square plus b square is equal to a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. We know in the expansion of a plus b the whole square, we get on 2ab. That 2ab and minus 2ab get cancelled. So it will be equal to a square plus b square. Okay. So here we can write integral sin square x plus cos square x the whole square, that is a plus b the whole square, minus 2ab, 2 into sin square x into cos square x. And here a square minus b square. So of the form a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. So here sin square x plus cos square x into sin square x minus cos square x whole divided by 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. So sin square x plus cos square x is what? 1. 1 square is 1. So we can write integral 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. Here also sin square x plus cos square x 1. 1 into sin square x minus cos square x. That is sin square x minus cos square x divided by denominator 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. This time we can cancel. So the remaining is integral sin square x minus cos square x dx. From this we can take a minus out. So minus of integral cos square x minus sin square x dx. So we have formula cos square theta minus sin square theta, that is cos 2 theta. Here cos square x minus sin square x, so cos 2x. Integral cos 2x dx. So which is equal to minus of integral cos 2x dx. Integral cos x is sin x. So here sin 2x divided by 2 plus c. So our answer is minus sin 2x by 2 plus c. Clear? Here the next question is integral 1 by cos x plus a into cos x plus b dx. Here we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator by sin a minus b. So multiplying both numerator and denominator by sin a minus b, which is equal to 1 by sin a minus b, then integral sin a minus b. Here we multiply and divide. Okay, or multiplying both numerator and denominator. Denominator is cos x plus a into cos x plus b dx. That is 1 by sin a minus b. Integral sin a minus b can be rewritten as sin x plus a minus x plus b divided by cos x plus a into cos x plus b dx. If you remove the bracket, x and minus x get cancelled, we will get sin a minus b. Okay. Now we can apply the formula sin x minus y. Sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. So 1 by sin a minus b integral sin x plus a cos x plus b minus cos x plus a sin x plus b divided by cos x plus a into cos x plus b dx, which is equal to 1 by sin a minus b integral. Here we can split the terms. Sin x plus a cos x plus b, cos x plus a cos x plus b. So cos x plus b cancel. Sin x plus a divided by cos x plus a. Sin by cos is tan. So we can write tan x plus a. Then minus second term cos x plus a sin x plus b. So here cos x plus a get cancelled. Sin x plus b divided by cos x plus b. Sin by cos again tan x plus b dx. Now we can integrate. Integral tan x is log mod sec x. So here 1 by sin a minus b, then log mod sec x plus a minus log mod sec x plus b plus c. So 1 by sin a minus b. Here we can apply the property of logarithm log a minus log b, log a by b. So sec x plus a divided by sec x plus b plus c. That is 1 by sin a minus b into log mod. Here we can write the reciprocal 1 by cos x plus a. Sec is the reciprocal of cos, and 1 by cos x plus b plus c. That is 1 by sin a minus b log mod. While taking reciprocal, cos x plus b goes on to the numerator. So what we get is cos x plus b divided by cos x plus a plus integrating constant c. This is our final answer. 1 by sin a minus b into log cos x plus b divided by cos x plus a plus c. Okay. Integral x cube divided by root of 1 minus x raised to 8 dx. First we can rewrite x raised to 8 as x raised to 4 the whole square. Okay. So here integral x cube by root of 1 minus x raised to 4 the whole square dx. Now we can put x raised to 4 as t. So 4x cubed dx is equal to dt. Here x cubed dx is equal to dt by 4. So the question reduces to integral 1 by root of 1 minus t square into dt by 4. This 1 by 4 we can take it out. 1 by 4 into integral 1 by root of 1 minus t square. That is sin inverse t plus integrating constant c. So 1 by 4 sin inverse x raised to 4 plus c. Okay. Now we move on to question number 13. Integral e raised to x by 1 plus e raised to x into 2 plus e raised to x dx. First of all, we can put e raised to x as t. So e raised to x dx is equal to dt, which is equal to integral 1 by 1 plus t into 2 plus t dt. Okay. So here we have two linear factors on the denominator. So we can apply the partial fraction decomposition method. Let us take the integrand. 1 by 1 plus t into 2 plus t is equal to a by first factor 1 plus t plus b by second factor 2 plus t. Equation 1. Multiplying by 1 plus t into 2 plus t. So 1 is equal to a into 2 plus t plus b into 1 plus t. First we can put t is equal to minus 2. So 1 is equal to 0 plus b into 1 plus minus 2, that is minus 1. 1 is equal to minus b or b is equal to minus 1. Next we can put t is equal to minus 1. So 1 is equal to a into 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 plus b into 0, 0. So a is equal to 1. A is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1. We can put this in equation 1. So equation 1 implies 1 by 1 plus t into 2 plus t is equal to 1 by 1 plus t then minus 1 by 2 plus t. We can integrate integral 1 by 1 plus t into 2 plus t dt is equal to integral 1 by 1 plus t dt then minus integral 1 by 2 plus t dt. That is log mod 1 plus t then minus log mod 2 plus t plus c. This is of the form log a minus log b. So log a by b. Log mod 1 plus t divided by 2 plus t plus c. Or we can write log mod 1 plus e raised to x divided by 2 plus e raised to x plus c. Clear? Next one is integral 1 by x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 dx. Let us take x square as t. We can take the integrand 1 by x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 is equal to 1 by t plus 1 into t plus 4. And by partial fraction decomposition we can write a by t plus 1 plus b by t plus 4. Okay. We can multiply by t plus 1 into t plus 4. So it becomes 1 is equal to a into t plus 4 plus b into t plus 1. We can put t is equal to minus 4. So 1 is equal to 0 plus b into minus 4 plus 1, that is minus 3. 1 equal to minus 3b, therefore b is equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay. Now we can put t is equal to minus 1. So 1 is equal to a into minus 1 plus 4, that is 3 plus b into 0. So 1 is equal to 3a, therefore a equal to 1 by 3. Okay. Now equation 1 implies 1 by x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 is equal to a by t plus 1. A is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 by t plus 1 plus b by b is minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 divided by t plus 4, which is equal to 1 by 3 divided by t value we have to replace because it is only a temporary substitution. So we have to replace the value of t before taking the integral. Okay. So x square plus 1 then plus minus 1 by 3 divided by x square plus 4. Now we can integrate. Integral 1 by x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 dx is equal to 1 by 3 into integral 1 by x square plus 1 dx minus 1 by 3 into integral 1 by x square plus 4. 4 can be written as 2 square dx. That is 1 by 3 into integral 1 by x square plus 1 or 1 by 1 plus x square. What is integral 1 by 1 plus x square? It is tan inverse x. So 1 by 3 into tan inverse x minus 1 by 3 into here integral 1 by x square plus a square. Integral 1 by x square plus a square dx. Okay. 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Here 1 by 2 tan inverse x by 2 plus c. That is 1 by 3 into tan inverse x minus 1 by 6 into tan inverse of x by 2 plus c. Okay. Next question is integral cos cube x into e raised to log sin x dx. E raised to log x is x. So here e raised to log sin x. So the exponential and logarithmic operations get cancelled. We get sin x. Okay. So integral cos cube x into sin x dx. Now we can make a substitution. We can put cos x as t. Put cos x is equal to t minus sin x dx is equal to dt. Or sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Okay. So integral t cube into minus dt. Or minus integral t cube dt. That is minus t raised to 4 by 4 plus c. T value we can replace cos x. So cos x the whole raised to 4. That means cos raised to 4x by 4 plus c. Clear? Now we move on to question number 17. Integral f dash of ax plus b into f of ax plus b the whole raised to n dx. So we can put f of ax plus b as t. Okay. So f dash of ax plus b into derivative of ax plus b. It is a dx is equal to dt. Or we can write f dash of ax plus b dx is equal to dt by a. This value we can replace, which is equal to integral t raised to n f dash of ax plus b into dx. That is dt by a. Okay, this 1 by a we can take it out. 1 by a into integral t raised to n. Integral x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So here t raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. That is 1 by a into t value we can replace f of ax plus b the whole raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. Okay. Here the next question is integral 1 by root of sin cube x into sin x plus alpha dx. So here first of all we can multiply and divide on sin x inside the radical sign. Okay. So here sin raised to 4x then sin of x plus alpha divided by sin x dx. Now we can take sin raised to 4x out. So it becomes 1 by sin square x. After taking the square root, it becomes sin square x. Okay. It's on the denominator, so 1 by sin square x. Then into 1 by root of sin x plus alpha divided by sin x dx. That is integral cosec square x. 1 by sin x is cosec x. So 1 by sin square x, cosec square x. Then into 1 by root of sin x plus y. Sin x plus y is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Here sin x cos alpha plus cos x sin alpha divided by sin x dx. We can split the denominator. So cosec square x into 1 by root of first term sin x get cancelled, we get cos alpha. Then plus sin alpha cos x by sin x, cot x dx. Okay. Now we can make one substitution. We can put cot x as t. Put cot x is equal to t minus cosec square x dx is equal to dt. Or cosec square x dx is equal to minus dt. Okay. So this reduces to integral 1 by root of cos alpha, then cot x is t, so t sin alpha minus dt. Minus we can take it out, so minus of root x is x raised to 1 by 2. We can take to the numerator, it becomes cos alpha plus t sin alpha the whole raised to minus 1 by 2 dt. Okay. Now we can apply the formula x raised to n, integral x raised to n. X raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So here it is minus of cos alpha plus t sin alpha the whole raised to minus 1 by 2 plus 1. It is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. And one more thing. Here the whole term we take it as x. So we have to divide by the derivative of that term. Derivative of cos alpha is 0. It is a constant. Here t into sin alpha. Sin alpha constant. Derivative of t is 1. So this term we get sin alpha. So we have to divide it by sin alpha also. Chain rule. Okay. Then plus integrating constant c. Now we can take this 2 to numerator. That is minus 2 divided by sin alpha. Then root of cos alpha plus t sin alpha plus c. That is minus 2 divided by sin alpha into root of cos alpha, then plus t value we can replace. T is cot x. So cot x into sin alpha plus c. That is minus 2 by sin alpha root of cos alpha plus cot x is cos x divided by sin x into sin alpha plus c. The sin x we can cross multiply. Minus 2 by sin alpha into root of sin x cos alpha plus cos x sin alpha whole divided by sin x plus c. That is minus 2 by sin alpha into root of sin x cos alpha plus cos x sin alpha. Sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. It is sin x plus alpha. Okay, sin x plus y. So sin x plus alpha divided by sin x plus integrating constant c. Clear? Now we move on to question number 19. Integral sin inverse root x minus cos inverse root x divided by sin inverse root x plus cos inverse root x dx, where x belongs to 0, 1, closed interval 0, 1. And in closed interval 0, 1, we know the property of inverse trigonometric functions as sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Okay, in the second chapter you have learned the property sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So here on the denominator it is sin inverse root x plus cos inverse root x. So instead of this one we can write what? Pi by 2. Okay. So it is equal to integral sin inverse root x minus cos inverse root x divided by pi by 2 dx. This time we can take it out. 2 by pi. Okay. Then integral sin inverse root x minus of Again we can write pi by 2 minus sin inverse root x using the same property. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So cos inverse x can be written as pi by 2 minus sin inverse x. Clear? Now we can multiply with the minus sign and remove the bracket. 2 by pi into integral sin inverse root x minus pi by 2 plus sin inverse root x dx. That is 2 by pi into integral 2 sin inverse root x minus pi by 2 dx. Here we can split the integral. 2 2's are 4. 4 by pi into integral sin inverse root x dx minus 2 by pi into pi by 2. Get cancelled. Integral dx. Okay. That is 4 by pi into integral sin inverse root x dx, then minus integral dx is x. We can take it as equation number 1. Now let us consider the first one, integral sin inverse root x dx. Let it be I. So let I is equal to integral sin inverse root x dx. Here we can put root x as t. On squaring it becomes x is equal to t square. Dx is equal to 2t dt. So here integral sin inverse t into 2t dt. 2 we can take it out. So 2 into integral sin inverse t into t dt. Here we can apply integration by parts rule. Okay. Integral uv dx. So first function into integral of second t square by 2 minus integral of derivative of first function. Derivative of sin inverse t is what? 1 by root of 1 minus t square into integral of second t square by 2 dt. First of all we can multiply this 2. 2 and 2 cancel. Here also cancel. So sin inverse t into t square, then minus integral t square divided by root of 1 minus t square dt. Here we can make one arrangement. This minus I write it as plus, and inside the integral symbol I write on minus. So plus into minus, minus. The two step balance. Okay. So t square into sin inverse t, then plus integral. Here I am going to add and subtract on 1. First I write 1. 1 minus t square, then minus 1. Divided by root of 1 minus t square dt. 1 and minus 1 get cancelled. We get minus t square. Okay. So we can split the term. T square into sin inverse t, then plus integral 1 minus t square divided by root 1 minus t square dt. And minus of integral 1 by root 1 minus t square dt. Here we can cancel these two and we can write root of 1 minus t square on the numerator. Integral root 1 minus t square dt. Then minus integral 1 by root 1 minus t square dt. That is t square sin inverse t. Then plus, we have one formula, integral root a square minus x square. Integral root a square minus x square dx, which is equal to x by 2 into root of a square minus x square, then plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a. Actually this topic is deleted from our syllabus, but in this question you have to know the value, then only we can proceed further. Okay, integral root of a square minus x square dx. So x by 2 into root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a. So what we can write here is x by 2, here t by 2 into root of 1 minus t square, then plus a square by 2, that is 1 square 1 by 2 sin inverse x by a, that is sin inverse t by 1, that is t. Okay, then minus integral 1 by root of 1 minus x square is sin inverse x. Here it is sin inverse t. plus integrating constant c. Now we have to rearrange the terms. Okay. First term we can write as it is, which is equal to t square sin inverse t, then plus t by 2 root 1 minus t square. Here 1 by 2 sin inverse t minus 1 sin inverse t. 1 by 2 minus 1. It is minus 1 by 2. Okay. So last two terms we can combine together and write minus 1 by 2 sin inverse t. Then plus c. And from the first and the last term we can take sin inverse t common. So what we can write is t square minus 1 by 2 into sin inverse t. Then plus t by 2 into root of 1 minus t square plus c. Okay. The value of t square is x. So x minus 1 by 2 into sin inverse root x. Then root x by 2 into root of 1 minus t square is x, then plus c. That is 2x minus 1 by 2 sin inverse root x, then plus 1 by 2 into this root x and root of 1 minus x. We can multiply and combine together root a into root b, root ab. Okay. So we can write inside one single root x into 1 minus x, then plus c. That is 2x minus 1 by 2 sin inverse root x, then plus 1 by 2 into root of x minus x square plus c. Here the denominator is common, so we can write 2x minus 1 into sin inverse root x, then plus root of x minus x square whole divided by 2, then plus c. We can replace this value in equation 1. So equation 1 implies, left side is our question, integral sin inverse root x minus cos inverse root x divided by sin inverse root x plus cos inverse root x dx, which is equal to 4 by pi into this value, 2x minus 1 into sin inverse root x, then plus root of x minus x square divided by 2. Then one minus x was there in equation 1. So minus x plus integrating constant c. This 4 and 2 get cancelled, we get a 2. So what we can write is 2 by pi into 2x minus 1 into sin inverse root x, then plus root of x minus x square minus x plus c. So our answer is 2 by pi into 2x minus 1 into sin inverse root x plus root of x minus x square, then minus x plus c. Okay. Now we move on to question number 20. Integral root of 1 minus root x plus 1 plus root x dx. Here we can make one substitution. We can put root x as cos theta. So on squaring we get x equal to cos square theta and dx is equal to 2 cos theta into derivative of cos theta minus sin theta d theta. Okay. So which is equal to integral root of 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into minus 2 cos theta sin theta d theta. That is integral root of 1 minus cos theta, we have formula 2 sin square theta by 2 and 1 plus cos theta 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 and 2 we can cancel and minus 2 into, here instead of sin theta we can write 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 and cos theta we can write as it is cos theta d theta. Okay. So minus 2 into 2, minus 4 we can take it out into integral sin square theta by 2, root of sin square theta by 2, that is sin theta by 2 by root of cos square theta by 2, cos theta by 2. Here the term is sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, then cos theta d theta. Cos theta by 2, cos theta by 2 we can cancel. That is minus 4 into integral sin theta by 2 into sin theta by 2, sin square theta by 2. into cos theta d theta. Okay. Again we can apply the trigonometric formula, that is minus 4 into integral sin square theta by 2. It can be written as 1 minus cos theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. That we have already applied here. 1 minus cos theta equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. So sin square theta by 2 can be rewritten as 1 minus cos theta divided by 2. Okay, into cos theta d theta. So here we can cancel this 2 and 4, we get 2, which is equal to minus 2 into integral. This cos theta we can multiply, cos theta into 1 cos theta, then minus of cos theta into cos theta, cos square theta d theta. That is minus 2 into integral cos theta minus cos square theta. Again we can apply the trigonometry formula, 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. Now we can multiply this minus 2. So integral minus 2 cos theta, then plus 2 and 2 get cancelled, 1 plus cos 2 theta d theta. You can rearrange the terms and then integrate. Integral 1 plus cos 2 theta minus 2 cos theta d theta. Now we can integrate integral d theta. Integral d theta is theta cos 2 theta sin 2 theta divided by 2 minus 2 into cos theta sin theta plus integrating constant c. Okay. Now we can replace the value of theta. Here theta is cos inverse root x. So cos inverse root x, then plus sin theta. Sin theta root of 1 minus cos square theta. So root of 1 minus x. Then cos theta. Cos theta is root x. Minus 2 sin theta. 2 root 1 minus x plus c. That is cos inverse root x. Then plus root of this term we can combine. X minus x square. Then minus 2 root 1 minus x plus c. So this is the final answer. Okay. So that's all for today. The remaining questions we will discuss in the next video. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.